All right, and as promised, this was the attachment setup I was running on the brand new SMG here for the barrel, and this is the most iffy out of all the attachments. There's really two that kind of reign supreme. And finally, here we are past round 55. This is the current health cap of Cold War Zombie. So however the SMG performs on this round is exactly how it's going to perform on round 100, round 1000, any round you go to. All right, and welcome back, guys. We're doing another episode of Pack-a-Punch testing. If you're new to my channel or this series, every single time they add a brand new DLC weapon into Black Ops Cold War, we take it in zombies, test it on low rounds, medium rounds, and all the way up to health cap. And the whole goal is to see it as the new best weapon in that category. And yesterday they added the brand new Lapa Smg. So in this video, we're going to be testing it out, and this might be our last episode for primary weapons. We are getting a new melee weapon next week, but for all we know, this is the last one. And trust me, we're going to be continuing in Vanguard. But with that, let's go ahead and get this started. And just like that, we're now loaded into game. And as you can see, I actually have the OTS-9, not the brand new SMG. Silky's going to be dropping it for us. We're actually going to be comparing it side by side to the OTS-9, because right now the OTS-9 is the single best SMG in zombies, and it's got the Halloween event going on. So honestly, setting up is going to be so much easier for that. And this is probably going to be one of the only reviews we're able to do with this on. With that being said, I got to go out, build up points. That way we can get Silky to drop me it. While I'm doing that, oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was just playing Mech Arena, a fun team-based 5v5 shooter mobile game that has a perfect balance of casual and skill-based play. All right, here we are in game. Let's go ahead and start a quick map. Here we go. I actually really like this map. It's one of the better ones. The reason I like this character is you're actually able to jump on these higher spots like this and get pretty ridiculous vantage points. So we can hop up, get a few shots off, and then kind of sit back a little bit here. Kind of watch over the point. Let's hop back up again. There we go. Defend the point. Because each character has like special abilities. Some have shields, some have other stuff. This is one of the only characters that can jump up here. So we're able to actually, oh, guy behind us. Let's back up. There are also tons of events going on in the game right now where you can get cool new items like the disc launcher. Also special Halloween events where you can get special Halloween items as well. And do you want to know what the best part is? Mech Arena is completely free to play on both iOS and Android. That's why you want to use my code below or the QR code on screen. That way you get the Forest digital skin, 200 A coins, and 10,000 credit. And this right here is my friend ID. If you want to add me and potentially join my game, I got to give a huge thanks to Mech Arena for sponsoring this video. Okay, and there we go. We got our hands on it. Let's go ahead and apply our custom blueprint. And as always, at the very end of this video, I'm going to have my full setup if you want to know the attachments that I'm running on it. And with that, let's go ahead and test the damage. So per headshot, ooh, at close range, it looks like we're doing 231 damage. With SMGs, if you got them tier 5, you do more at close range, and at far range we are doing 150, which is honestly a pretty decent amount of damage. But for the rate of fire that it shoots at, I mean, it seems about on par. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have high hopes for this weapon being the single best in class. But yeah, right now it seems, I mean, it seems decent for early rounds, but we'll see how it feels once we take it all the way to round 55 on health cap. Oh, and here we go. Got a bronze chalice. Let's go ahead, pick it up, putting the pack one on this. It's so weird packing without even opening the map. This is going to be such a weird review for that. The camo coverage on it looks pretty cool. Obviously, we're using the cool variant that it comes with. Let's go ahead and check out the damage we're doing now. So it looks like we're doing 468 close range. Okay, let's test it out against the Abomination. It already is round 13, so I feel like it's probably not going to do too great. But then again, it is Pack-a-Punch, and normally you wouldn't have a Pack-a-Punch gun by now. So that pretty much should make up for it. Come on, and taking some hits by it. There we go. Opened his eye. Nope, nope. And we're still going to get cornered. Opened his eye. I don't know. I don't think I'm hitting him. God dang it. Ugh. Please open your eye. Please.
Mouth.
There we go.
Dude, I got top comment on your last video because you kept saying I, and everyone was like, dude, I was hoping somebody said this. I was like, what's wrong with him?
No, it's an I.
And he said it for the whole video. You bet, like, I thought you made a mistake once. It was gonna like correct yourself without like saying anything. And then literally just kept saying it's I. With teeth in there and everything.
It is his eye, and I stand by that. Okay, so let's finish by shooting his eye. There we go. He opened his eye. And shooting him. And took him down by shooting him in the eye. So with that, let's go ahead and go in here so we can lift the lockdown. All right, let's do this. Lift the lockdown. And we're going to get both of these on an even playing field by putting cryo freeze on both of them for our ammo mod, because that's really the best for testing out DPS. And it's the ammo mod that allows you to do the most DPS by directly shooting the zombies and not having any sort of additional effect added onto it. Go ahead, buy all of our perks. That way we can get the additional dead shot damage, and we actually don't have enough. A little bit of farming needs to be done. Oh, sweet. Ether wrench. We don't even have to upgrade this. We're going to be able to upgrade this so much quicker than ever we have been before, just because of how many ether wrench drops. Like, usually that's the last thing we do. Usually it's like round 30. We're going to have both of these weapons fully maxed out at orange tier way before then. You know, kind of wish this mode would just stay in the game because it makes doing these testing videos a lot easier, but also a lot more confusing. It's kind of hard to get a good feel for the weapons with the zombies having the pumpkin heads, because it doesn't really give them more health. But I see a lot more in the kill feed. A lot of the times when you're judging like how quickly it's killing, I look at the kill feed and see how quickly they're going by. But now you got that destroyed pumpkin thing in there, and it honestly just makes it feel off a little bit. But we should be able to get a pretty accurate testing by going back and forth once we finally get all the way up to health cap this game. So now here we are in round 18, and we're going to go ahead and do a little test here. Both these weapons are exactly the same state, both pack 1 blue tier, and we're going to test them side by side and see which one performs better. I kind of think on this early of a round, the new SMG is going to perform better, but we'll just see exactly what goes on here. So this is what it performs like, and it's such an early round. Yeah, this is a oh, okay. So yeah, you can see there that on this early of a round, the Lapa is clearly performing better because it is a one-shot headshot, whereas the OTS-9 is taking about 2 shots to the head, and it is killing a little bit slower here. And this is kind of what I expect. Usually with weapons that shoot this fast, they kind of gain extra benefits on higher rounds, whereas slower shooting weapons that do more damage start off really good. They actually are really good on lower rounds, but the higher and higher round you go, they're more and more affected by damage rounding. So I have a feeling that, yeah, right now on round 18, the Lapa is currently better. It's actually performing very well because you're just one-tapping everything. But let's see if that's still going to be the case when we take it all the way to health cap. Oh, and there we go. That is 5,000 eliminations with this weapon. And with that, we are only missing 1 weapon mastery calling card in the entire game. And that is for the hammer and sickle that launches next week. So this is completely done. Once we're done with this game testing it, we don't have to ever use this weapon again if we don't want to, but I guess we'll make that decision after we get all the way to round 55. Okay, round 35, let's go ahead, test it again. Both weapons are now pack 2 with the purple tier rarity. Let's go ahead and try out the OTS-9 first. And yep, that was Shatter Blast, and it killed every single zombie. So let's build up another horde real quick. All right, now that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and test it out. And yeah, it's actually still killing zombies relatively quickly on round 36 for being second tier pack, second tier rarity upgrade. Now let's go ahead and check out what the OTS-9's doing. And yeah, the OTS-9's definitely killing faster right now at this tier. Last test, I would definitely say the clear winner was the Lapa LMG, but the OTS-9 has definitely taken the lead. And I think it's potentially going to be like that for the next 2 tests we do as well. Because this is, one more time, let's go back to this one. Yeah, and you can notice the difference. We're shooting an armored zombie right now, but even shooting non-armored zombies, you can see that this is just slower. Okay, and let's do a quick checkup on round 45. This is the maxed out version of it right here. And yeah, it's actually doing pretty decent damage. We're not going to test it against the OTS-9 because I don't want to waste any time. We'll test it against the OTS-9 once we get all the way to 55. But on round 45, this weapon would definitely still be a usable weapon. As you can see here, if you're aiming for the head, you can pretty much kill any zombie you wanted to in a horde. But most SMGs can do that, and honestly, I can really start to feel this falling off. I really don't have high hopes for this, at least right now, when it comes to the round 55 test. I really don't think it's going to be near as good as the OTS-9 and a lot of the other high-end SMGs. But only one thing is going to be able to tell us that, and that's going to be for us to grind 10 more levels and test it out then. And finally, here we are past round 55. This is the current health cap of Cold War Zombie. So however the SMG performs on this round is exactly how it's going to perform on round 100, round 1000, any round you go to, exactly the same. So let's go ahead. We honestly should shoot 1 zombie first to activate. Oh, no, there we go. All right, let's check it out. Destroyed pumpkins. So we actually haven't got any kills yet. All we have been is destroying pumpkins. And that's one thing I said that's going to be really confusing while testing it. The fact that we didn't kill any zombies there was a little concerning. So now we're shooting weakened zombies. And yeah, we are eventually killing the zombies. But look at how long that is taking for each individual zombie. Now let's go over to the OTS-9. And you can clearly see, it's not really a super fair comparison because these are weakened zombies. So let me go ahead, kill the entire horde, and we'll try it with a completely fresh one. But even that little sample there, you could tell that it was a massive difference. And all right, here we go. Completely fresh set of zombies. All these guys should be at full health. And let's go ahead, back up and reload. And there we go. Yeah, you can tell the OTS-9 is absolutely sweeping the floor with the brand new SMG on this round. And overall, my review of this SMG is honestly, it's mid to low tier. It's definitely not a top contender. There are probably quite a few SMGs that are better than it. The OTS-9, the PPSH, the MAC-10, all better than it. But I wouldn't say it's the worst of the worst, but it's probably low mid tier. There's really no reason to use it unless you're just looking for a fun weapon to use. And the thing about it is, it actually feels really good on early rounds. The first 20 to 25 rounds, if you're only going to round 25, honestly, it's not that bad of a weapon to use because of how much damage it does per shot. But once the zombies start taking a lot more than just one bullet to kill, it drops off pretty quickly. Because like I said, with the original test we did on like round 18 or whatever the round it was actually performing better than the OTS-9 because it was still one-shotting. But as we've got to higher and higher rounds, it just doesn't hold up. But, I mean, it's not terrible. It's really not. If you wanted to, I mean, Cold War Zombies is easy enough. As you can see, it's round 56, and it's still killing them, just not, you know, super quickly. With that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up what might be our final Pack-a-Punch testing for a primary weapon in Black Ops Cold War. Definitely let me know how you feel about this weapon. Do you like it? Do you think it's one of the better weapons? And what attachment setup are you using? With that, we're going to go ahead, roll into the attachment setup. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. All right, and as promised, this was the attachment setup I was running on the brand new SMG here. For the optic, I was running the Microflex LED, and I highly recommend this one. Honestly, use any other sight, but just do not use the iron sights. The iron sights on this weapon are probably the worst iron sights in the entirety of Cold War. It covers up so much of the screen, and I just have such a hard time looking with it. I mean, you can use them. They are usable, but you can see so much better with this. Usually, I don't mind iron sights, but this one's just bad. For the muzzle attachment, we're running the FlashGuard 9 to get the increased equipment drop rate without any of the negative effects here. For the barrel, and this is the most iffy out of all the attachment, there's really two that kind of reign supreme. You've got the light tactical barrel and the BR compact. This one gives plus 6% damage. The light tactical gives plus 3% damage and plus 4% fire rate. But the thing about additional fire rate is it's going to make your gun shoot faster, meaning you're going to have to reload quicker. And the compact barrel actually does pretty much double the extra percentage. So instead of doing 3%, it does 6%. So each individual bullet is going to be doing more damage, and you're also not going to have to reload as quick with that. So that's why I personally choose that one. Then for the body, we were using the SWAT 5 MW laser sight attachment. But the Ember sighting point's also really good. This one's just going to be better for high rounds because that additional hipfire accuracy is super important. The Ember sighting point's going to allow you to get set up just a little bit quicker because it's going to give you more salvage. But I pretty much only use the SWAT. Then for the underbarrel, we've got the Bruiser grip. The Patrol grip's also fairly good, so either one of those. The magazine, as for any weapon, you definitely want to be using the bottom magazine attachment. For the handle, we were using the speed tape, and then for the stock, we were using the Duster stock because this slide speed stacks with PhD, so the combination of these two is insanely good. And that is the entire attachment setup here for the brand new SMG in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. I want to take the last moment here to thank everybody who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and extra special thanks to those who take above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We've got Hunter Don Doe, we've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, and then we've got the true homie Ryan the Slayer.